Hey everyone, Cole here from the Adventureists, and today we're going to be talking about a subject that most of you, your mom probably told you not to talk about. So it's finances, and let's see how this goes. Hey everyone, and welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about our financial journey. And no, I'm not going to be going back to college. That's kind of boring. We were going into debt then. But I'm going to start about 4 years ago when we started coming out of debt. So about 4 years ago today, we had a negative net worth of minus $5,889. When we got married 5 months later, our net worth was positive, $36. But still, it was positive. Over the next 3.5 years, we did everything possible to save up money and pay off our debt. We went down to one car, we both took on side gigs to boost our income. Taylor even walked to school and work, sometimes up to 6 miles a day, just so that we could go ahead and pay off our debts. Even after we paid off our debts, we did make sacrifices. We bought a second car, 1988 Subaru Justy. And I actually loved that car, but it's kind of quirky and not everyone's cup of tea. It didn't have air conditioning, and that's fairly brutal in Phoenix when it gets up to 115, 120 degrees in the middle of summer, and I survived 2 summers in that car. Even to this day, we continue to make sacrifices that continue to push us ahead. Don't really feel that they're as big of sacrifices. We have a roommate. We are down to one car again. Don't worry, Taylor's not walking to work. Our work schedules work a lot better now. But it hasn't been all sacrificing over the last 3.5 years. Taylor was able to conduct research in Antarctica, which we followed by a 6-week honeymoon around New Zealand and Australia. We were able to follow our favorite band touring the West Coast on a 2-week-long road trip, as well as pay for $15,000 in renovations to our condo, which we happened to sell 2 years later for a $75,000 profit. On top of all of this, we had to deal with a mountain of debt. So we were able to cash flow $21,000 in education expenses, and after taking out more student loans, in April 2019, we were able to successfully make our last student loan payment of $42,000. All said and done, we paid a total of $63,000 for both of our education, $21,000 that we cash flowed, and $42,000 in student loans. Now, before we continue, I do want to point out that we were very fortunate to have the support of our families as we went through school, but college is expensive. And a grand total of $63,000 is actually a fairly low amount, so we're fortunate there, and that's what we had to do to get to where we're at. Having taken out all those student loans definitely paid off for us, and it helps us fund these ventures. So when we first started this in the end of 2017, Taylor was a full-time student and I was working full-time as an engineer, and our household income was $62,000 right after I'd gotten a raise at the end of the year. Again, fast forward 3.5 years and our salaries have gone up. Taylor started working, I've gotten a few raises, and our base salaries are $131,500 as a household. Taylor works a ton of overtime and I work a side gig teaching tennis. So add another $2,000 or so a month to that, and we're at about $155,500 total. And we're very fortunate to be where we're at. Over the course of the last 4 years, our net worth has gone up tremendously, from minus $5,889 that I mentioned earlier to about $298,000 today. So you might ask how net worth is calculated and how our net worth was minus $6,000 instead of minus $42,000 because that's what we owed. Well, net worth is simply your assets minus your liabilities, or what you have minus what you owe. So in our case, I had some retirement accounts and that helped boost our net worth a little bit. So I'm here to tell you that this isn't easy, and doing what we're doing doesn't necessarily happen overnight. We've been working on it for 4 years. But anyone listening to this, you can do it. You can get there. We're not trust fund kids. We didn't win the lottery, but we are very fortunate to be where we're at. And we've had a lot of good luck in our life too, and some hard work. This topic's actually fairly hard to talk about. That's how we're all raised, is we don't talk about this kind of thing. But I think it's useful for many people to actually start talking about this, and I want to be the one to start. So I'm trying to open up about how we got here, where we're at exactly, and where we're at in our journey. So thank you so much for watching this video and for following us along if you have done so. If you like this type of content, subscribe and like below, and please comment if you'd like me to make more personal finance type videos. I feel like I've learned a ton as we've kind of progressed, and definitely made some mistakes, definitely done a few things good, but I'd gladly make videos if I can try to help anyone in any way. So please comment below, and I'll talk to you next time.